Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's our sweeper for today.
Hello, everybody. I don't know if y'all can hear us.
Okay. Hopefully you can.
Oh, Hunter's using a different mic today.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Throwing off our mojo.
Yeah, oh, so Hunter
kidding.
can't, no one could hear Hunter. Haha, sorry.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I turned you up.
Let's go.
Turn up.
Okay.
Sorry, I was going to say something. I was going to say, like, raise the roof, but I was going to say turn up the roof.
Turn up the roof?
I thought you were going to start singing that Chris Brown song. That's like, turn up the music. You know,
that was kind of good. Turn down for what? Which is really not correct at all.
Turn up for what?
Turn up for what?
Okay, hey.
I need to notify people we're on the air.
Oh, yeah. I texted
Oh my gosh,
all
tell all of our fans.
All of our fans.
Welcome back.
Howdy, y'all. If you're tuning in, let us know.
Yeah, make sure
Give us
that
a
you hear
message.
us.
Give us a text or something. I don't know.
Let us know.
You want to say hi?
It's our first show of the spring semester.
Yeah.
2022.
2022. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Happy New
Oh my
Year.
Oh.
We're in a very
Everyone-
silly, goofy
feeling
mood.
Oh!
What?
You said the same thing.
Oh my god.
We all just started talking at the same time.
We're feeling rambunctious.
Wow.
As you see, we haven't been on the air for a while, so we're feeling very energized today.
Yeah.
Yes. I've been in a cave for 2 days, so...
Oh, yeah. Isabella's been
It's been
sick.
great. Yeah.
But
I
she's
promise
out.
that if y'all... I didn't flake on class yesterday. I promise I was sick.
No, she ditched.
Yeah,
If-
I'm a rebel, guys. I
Dr.
did.
Aldrich, if you're listening.
Dr. Aldrich, if you're listening.
Yeah, she was ill.
I skipped class because I'm a rebel.
Oh.
Anyways.
Well, I mean, that's kind of a good segue into what we're going to talk about. I mean, if you're seasoned fans of the Film Stud Gorls, you know that every time a new semester starts, we just like to do a little catch up. Like, what classes are we taking, or what film classes are we taking? What have we been watching? Just like a little more get to know us, chit chat about life. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. If you want to tell us what you've been watching, you can call in.
Call in at 714-516-6187.
Nice.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So
Go
yeah,
off.
but before that,
Love that.
I think we are going to do introductions and the question of the day,
Uh-huh,
which
yeah.
Angelique seems
Do you have one
to have a
ready?
good one
Yeah.
ready.
So the
Ooh.
question of the day, I know it's like middle of February, but do y'all have any New Year's resolutions?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Man.
Or any like goals? You don't have to be like resolutions or things you want to do
Yeah.
differently that you gave. If you're listening on our Spotify, it is
Ooh, yeah. February 18th.
18th,
Yes.
February 18th, so way past New Year's. And some people have probably already broken their New Year's resolutions already. But anyway,
Ooh.
Oh, gosh.
I know.
I don't
that's
even
like a
know
deep
if I
one.
like made any this year, to be honest.
I feel like I didn't. I feel like yeah, it's more goals than resolutions. Or
yeah, I
like,
have
Yeah.
goals I want to do as well.
Because also you can have goals any time of the year. It doesn't have to be New Year's. I do get like the night, like, oh, it's a new year. It's a good fresh start. I'm trying to think though.
I know.
I have a
feel
few.
like-
Sorry, I was messaging people that were on air.
I mean, I feel like as a senior, I can
Oh,
say
yeah.
just to like
Okay, senior.
enjoy last semester at Chapman.
That's a good one.
Do, I don't know, have fun. Try not to like take everything so seriously. Just like know your limits. Know when you need you time, and then know when you want to turn up. Turn up the
Turn up
roof.
for what?
Turn up for what?
That's a good
I
one.
don't know.
though.
That's very. Oh, and I
Oh,
cute.
ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
I found it. Anyway, or I keep this on and then I turn it down. Okay, cool. Anyway,
Oh wait, what's your name though?
yeah. What's your name?
Oh, hey everyone, my name is Isabella.
Oh, I need to turn. Sorry, the reason why I couldn't hear anything because I feel like my headset was really,
your
really
thing wasn't.
so low. So that's why if everything was really loud, I apologize. We're also just back in the studio after a really long time, so
Yeah.
we're getting. And I'm the techie. I'm the techie gal. What
She's
can
the
I say?
techie. Okay, I guess
Yeah.
I'll go. My name's Hunter. Oh, And my, I guess like a goal I have is just kind of again like to go with graduating and like being a senior and whatnot. Just not being afraid to like reach out for what I want, you know, in terms of like, because especially me and what I want to do, it's kind of a lot of like freelance stuff or whatever, and like trying to find it. So just, and also just for like mentors and like asking people questions, just not being afraid to reach out, because like what's the worst that could happen? The worst thing that could happen is that they say no, you know?
Yeah.
So that's mine, I guess. You do.
What is it that you want to do, Hunter?
I want to work in costumes. So, yeah. That's mine. Angelique, what about you?
Oh, you just spoiled my name. What the heck?
Sorry.
Hi, my name's Angelique Acuna, like Acuna Matata. Hi. Sorry, someone was looking at me. Sorry. My name's Angelique Acuna, like Acuna Matata. My New Year's resolution or like goals, I guess. Well, one thing I'm trying to do for every day of the year, I'm going to listen to an album in its entirety, and I've been going strong. Today I've been listening to Drake's new album. It's not like new, but like it's like his newest album.
I don't think I've ever willingly listened to a Drake song. That's no shade. That's no shade against him. It's just not. I mean, I listen to like two artists, so it's like I really can't like talk when it comes to music.
Well, this is why I'm doing this challenge, so that I
like that though.
More. But the album is called Certified Lover Boy.
Okay. Wait, is that the one with the pregnant emoji girls?
Oh,
yeah.
It's a good album so far. I used to be a really big Drake fan, so yeah. Also,
the more you know.
Yeah. Also, I guess another resolution. My mental health was really bad at the end of the year, like really bad. Super bad. Dare I say, like, what? Super bad? Yeah.
Super bad?
Like the movie? Yeah. Dare I say, like, I actually wanted to drop out of school.
Oh my God.
Anyway, but no, I'm here. We're going to finish strong. Taking care of myself mostly. Prioritizing my happiness.
Prioritizing yourself.
It's myself, yes. Also,
True.
I did some self-care. And for Valentine's Day, I got myself a Build-A-Bear that I brought into the studio today. Maybe we
Check
can
out our Instagram.
Yeah.
I posted a story.
Oh my gosh,
You
yeah.
can see.
And he
him.
smells like
lovely.
lavender.
What's his name again?
Edward,
Oh, yeah.
after Edward Cullen.
He's a
But
vibe, honestly.
he has a vibe. I brought him for the vibe. I did feel a little bit embarrassing, though, like walking around the freshman dorms with it, because...
The freshman dorms are very intimidating.
Exactly, and I'm like a senior, 21-year-old holding a Build-A-Bear. Very cute. Anyway, yes, it's a catch-up show today. We haven't talked to y'all in a while. We miss you. You want a little kiss?
Oh, God.
Okay. Getting intimate.
Oh.
Very intimate. Let me see if I have a... I'm usually the one on the computer, so I do all the sound effects. So we could do a little...
You're so funny, Angelique.
I know. I'm the comedian.
She's so silly.
No, Hunter's a comedian, as we all
Hunter,
know.
yeah,
Excuse
Hunter's
me.
a comedian.
Okay. So should we start with talking about what film classes we're taking?
I'm only taking
Sure.
one.
I guess I'm technically
So am
taking
I.
2.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you? I
Yeah.
just realized I don't know
Are
what
you
classes
talking
you're
about-
taking.
Jero's class?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So, as we are all seniors, we are all... My God.
Don't look at me that way.
I hope
We
the
are
audience
all-
heard that one.
Angelique just sniffed really loudly and we made direct eye contact.
I turn up my mic, so I hope no one heard that.
Anywho. Anywho, we are all taking our thesis capstone class for our film studies major, which, you know, quirky, fun. I guess we don't really have a lot to talk about it yet because we haven't started like doing our theses yet. So when we start doing that, I mean, we'll keep y'all updated. I know you're probably on the edge of your seat, like
yeah.
waiting to hear. I know I am.
Yeah, it's the event of the year. I know you all want to know
Yeah.
what our theses
Yeah.
theses are gonna be.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I don't know my capstone thing yet.
And I'm in another class called Agents and Managers. It's
Okay,
just like an
Agents
elective.
and Managers.
Okay, Agents and Managers. It's an elective just because I needed a 4th class to be a full-time student and continue getting my financial aid and my scholarships. So I'm doing that. It's cool though. I really like it. And Isabella took it last semester, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I did.
It's really cool because we just hear from a lot of people who are actually in the industry as agents and or managers. And,
yes.
It's just interesting because I didn't know anything about this side of the industry, and I don't really think I would want to go into it, but it's interesting to learn about. I mean, I feel like it's something I could do. I don't know, maybe I would be like an assistant or something. I don't know if I ever want to be like an agent because it just sounds so stressful.
I felt that same way, like super cutthroat. Like I couldn't.
Yeah.
I do want to work more like, you know, maybe in the pre-production like management agency side, but like the stories that they would tell us and like
I know
the people. I don't know what speakers like you guys have this year, but like I remember last year, like Selena Gomez's manager like talked to us and like one of like the big heads up at like UTA talked to us. Like they had like Professor Joe Rosenberg got some really good people to talk to us.
he does have great connections.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, my mom texted me that our friend Jimmy is listening, and he wants me to give him a shout out.
Oh,
So,
Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hi, Jimmy.
What's
You're
up?
gonna get a
Yes.
Jimmy.
Nice.
Yeah, thanks for listening, Jimmy. But yeah, those are the only 2 film classes I'm taking. I think I'm only taking 4 classes this semester total, so pretty chill. My other 2 ones are just sociology classes for my minor. So
Nice.
yeah.
Oh, I can talk about because I'm in 3 classes, but I have an internship this semester that
Yes, tell us about that.
is like also for me counting as my 4th class, so I can be a full-time student because I got credit for it. But it's for a management company. Speaking of talent management company, and they have some pretty cool clients, if I do say so myself.
Like who?
Let's see. Like Carrie Russell is one of them. Patrick Dempsey. I know.
McDreamy?
Allison Pill. Trying to think of who else. A girl that was on Gossip Girl. Do you remember? What was her name? It was like Blair's like minion girl, like Penelope, I think was her name.
Yes, I
That was
do.
right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Gossip Girl is one of my
That's so
favorite shows.
cool.
So I was like, oh my god. It's only coverage right now, which, if you don't know what coverage is, you listeners out there, it's basically you get sent a script and then they want your feedback on it basically. So you read it, give a summary, give your notes, think if their client should pass on it or if they should consider it. And it's really cool because like it helps me like refine my taste and like what I like. And also like it's cool to know that your feedback is like directly like inputted into like, you know, real talent. So that's cool. And it's just like, yeah, just, you know, another thing to put on my resume, meeting some people, super small company. So it's exciting. Yeah.
Is it me turn?
I guess so.
What?
I guess so.
I said, is it me turn? Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay, hi everybody. I'm only taking 1 film class, which is capstone. If you don't know me, I'm a double major in film studies and art history. So a lot of my classes this semester are art history. I'm doing my thesis as well. I'm doing my thesis on
Wow.
my energy really went down randomly. I'm sorry.
That sounds so
she started talking about her
interesting.
classes and she
I got like, oh yeah, classes. This is supposed to be a de-stressing thing. I don't want to think about this. Anyway, so my thesis is about performance artists, Suzanne Lacey, or just performance artists, feminist performance artists in 1970s who utilize like ritual, like witchcraft in their art, or like at least I don't want to say witchcraft, but like they kind of like reference witchcraft. So talking about that and how like in the early modern time, like in London mostly everywhere, witches were conceived as like really bad, like, you know, a negative thing. But then in like 1970s, women were reclaiming that negative image as like a symbol of power. And yeah, so that's what my thesis is about. It's a lot of work, I'm also taking an Islamic art history class, as well as a visual and material art class. We learned about the art of napkin folding and sugar sculptures the other week. And then finally, I'm taking a space class, my space anthropology class and art history class. And we have to actually watch Space Odyssey, 2001. The Space Odyssey. Andrew held up the one. I forgot the year. I was going to say 3000. 2001 A Space Odyssey. I've never seen it before, so that's exciting.
Wait, you haven't?
No, I haven't.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I'm watching it for this class, and I'm excited.
So interesting.
What, do you like it?
I haven't watched it in a while.
I thought you were going to say you haven't, then you're going to be like,
yeah,
I haven't watched it.
No, I have. I watched it, I think I was like 16, though, when I watched it.
Oh, so that's when you were like, I want to study film, so I need to see.
I took, like, a film class at Brown over the summer.
Okay,
we
Brown?
Yeah.
What the heck?
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
You didn't?
Oh my god.
I mean, it's not like I go to Brown.
No, but like that's cool though.
Wait,
Like
you go to Brown? Just kidding.
Damn.
What, like it's hard? Elwood's quote. Anyway.
Was this back when you lived in New York?
Wait, can you say that again? Can you say it again?
What, like it's hard?
Hunter the comedian, everyone.
Yeah. But yeah, I took a film class. I think it was just like American history or American film history, just like something really broad and basic. And we watched it there, and I do remember, I think I liked it. I mean, it's not something I'm gonna like rave about. I did think it was really cool because it was the first Stanley Kubrick movie I'd seen, I guess, and like probably the first movie I've ever seen that's like that production level and like that intensity. So I think it's cool.
I seen the beginning of it.
Oh yeah,
I saw it. I saw the monkeys in the in art history. In art history, I was like trying to remember. I thought it was going to be film history, but it was in art history senior year. I saw the beginning of the movie.
Oh,
and like the whole like the shot where it goes through the bone flying up in the air to the spaceship.
Yeah. I mean, y'all know.
Oh, wait, I've seen that
too. I'm
too.
not a big fan of space movies, so like.
Oh yeah, we're not a big. My teacher, my art history teacher, he always asks like the class like, so why do you take the class? And I was very much like,
because I hate space.
I was like, well, I'm scared of space, but also you're gonna give me credit for my ancient art class if I took this class. So you bribed me, and here I am. Say less. But I told him like, yes, I'm scared. And in class, he asked everybody, if you had the golden ticket to go to space, would you do it? And all of us said no.
No.
We were like, most of us were like,
not.
no, not really. And he's like, then why are you taking this class? I'm like, Justin, you know why I'm taking this class.
For credit.
For credit. I am a senior. I need classes.
Yeah. That's interesting, though. I'm interested to see what you think.
Yeah. And also, we have to watch, like, Arrival. We're watching a lot of movies.
Arrival's really good.
I really like Arrival.
I still want to see Arrival.
I guess when I watch it in
Arrival's
class,
really
we can
good.
watch it.
Wait, yeah, I'm down.
Yeah. I'm starting to we're gonna watch a lot of movies, and it's like an experimental course, so it's kind of like he's testing the waters of the class still. So
That's fun. I miss like I'm kind of happy, honestly, like in Capstone that we get to, at least for now, we've been watching like a movie a week.
Yeah.
Because I like miss those classes where we'd have to like watch a movie and then like talk about it.
Yeah, that's fair. My dad just texted me saying that he shows the monkeys in his U.S. history class.
Oh.
So the monkeys are popular. The rest of the movie, not so much, I guess.
All you need to know about that movie is just that one scene.
The monkeys and the bone.
Have you guys seen any other Kubrick movies?
let me look up Kubrick movies.
I know, I'm like head up deep. He did The Shining, right?
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
I haven't seen The Shining.
Yeah, I've seen The Shining as well. I've seen A Clockwork Orange.
Oh, I haven't
Very
seen it.
bizarre, that movie.
According to my letterbox, I've seen 0 Kubrick films.
Oh, okay. I think
Your life
mine
is
just
dictated by
2001
Letterboxd.
and The Shining. I want to see Eyes Wide Shut.
Me too.
That's been on
Me
my
too.
list for a while.
Yeah, I want to see Eyes Wide Shut too.
That's where Nicole and Tom, it's their
Also-
big movie.
Isn't the hotel in The Shining called the Overlook, or am I making that
I
up?
think so. It's a real
Oh
hotel.
my god, it is, because I was delivering flowers the other day, and I went to like an apartment complex that was called the Overlook, and I was like, I freaked out.
Oh my god.
It was okay though. I made it out alive.
Okay, good. She survived.
Yeah. But
Oh my god, I have to pick up my check for my flower deliveries tomorrow.
Oh, okay, we get it.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a working girl.
Okay. She's a working girl.
Yeah, I guess at the top of my classes, I'm also working very long hours too at the study abroad office. If
We're
you're
all
listening,
working gals.
Working gals.
Working gals.
So if you're interested in studying abroad, so I have to do my spiel. Hi, are you interested in studying abroad during your time at Chapman? No. Oh, you're interested in a semester abroad?
No.
My
tried and then
we tried.
blew up in our faces.
If you want to hear my introduction, it's like I do the study abroad presentation.
I don't think you need to say all of it right now.
I can do it right here, right now.
If you want to hear it, you should go to the office.
If you want to hear it,
sign up for Global First Steps. And hear me talk about. I do the presentations Wednesdays at 1:15 and Fridays at 10 a.m. Come hit me up. Go to the Calendly on Global First Steps.
Okay, not to take a left turn, but I have some very important film and TV news on the horizon.
What?
Today, the new season of Miss Maisel is premiering.
Oh,
today?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I can't curse. Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
So what I'm doing right after this is I'm zooming home. I'm cooking some matzo ball soup and some latkes, and we're all gonna watch it together.
Oh my god.
And it's gonna be exciting.
Can you save me a latke, because those are so
Oh my god, yeah. Also, people are coming over that don't even watch Maisel just to like eat food if you want to come over. Not you guys. I'm talking to the girls. No one come to my house.
I'll make an appearance, I guess. I'm gonna see a movie after this.
Oh, true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm gonna see Internal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Do you want to hear?
Do you say internal sunshine? That's what it sounded like.
Internal.
That's all.
I'm seeing external sunshine.
He said.
Wait, do y'all want to hear what my mom just texted me? She said, okay, I think she made a typo, so it doesn't really make sense, but I think what she meant to say was, you guys shouldn't have embarrassed yourselves and not admitted that you don't know Kubrick. Senior film studies students! Exclamation point.
I know! I do know Kubrick.
Oh no, she said we should be embarrassed.
I know.
I do know who Kubrick is. I just haven't seen.
I mean, yeah, we know who he is. We just haven't seen his movie.
Yeah, I'm too busy watching like the after movies.
Yeah, we watched after we fell.
I'm too busy binging a whole season of Heart of Dixie in a day. Yeah, we have to watch the after movies. Thank you very much. Okay, that's cinema.
That's what we did on our little hiatus. We just completed watching the trilogy of the after movies.
Yeah.
There's another
Would
one
recommend.
coming out.
Yeah, September 7th. It's coming out.
Everyone mark it in your calendars.
It
September
literally
7th.
is on my calendar. If you don't know what the after movies are, they're these horrendous films that are based off of Harry Styles fan fiction, and it is just so bad. It's the sister of the girl from 13 Reasons Why plays the main girl, and then it's young Tom Riddle, or is it young Voldemort? I guess it's
They're the same people. Yeah, young Tom Riddle.
Young Tom Riddle plays, quote unquote, the Harry Styles like inspired
Harden
character.
Scott.
And they are so bad, but we hate watched them all together, and it was a really good experience.
I had a fun time.
I had a great time. The third one sucked. Like, genuinely sucked.
Yeah, I hate when like when a movie's actually bad that you like can't even make fun of it.
Yeah.
That was the third
That
one.
was like that was the third one.
The first and second were great.
Second one was my favorite, probably.
Second one? Yeah, because that had Trevor.
That had Dylan Sprouse playing
Yeah, Dylan
Trevor.
Sprouse was in that one.
And that was iconic.
Also, they recast all of the characters, like, every movie.
And it gets so confusing because, like, you don't remember, like, which character they're even supposed to be playing. And I don't remember the storylines from the previous one, so it's very hard.
Yeah, so that's what we did. I think we've also all been watching Euphoria.
Oh,
right?
yeah. I've been, I finished season 1.
Me too.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Yeah.
Twins.
And then, are you guys caught up with season 2 or no?
I mean, we technically have watched the newest episode, but...
So what happened was, like, so Angelique and I had recruitment the last week of January, and that was when I think, like, episode 4 or something of Euphoria was airing. But we all wanted to, like, hang out with, like, our bump group and stuff, so we were, like...
Or your bump... Oh, no, actually, Joyce was
yeah. And a few of, like, the girls in our bump group, like, watched the show and was like, oh, my God, like, do you guys want to watch the new episode of Euphoria tonight? And I was like... I mean, I don't watch it, but, like, you know, I'll do it for the camaraderie. So we came into, like, season 2, episode 4 of Euphoria.
And it was not a good episode.
It was the bad one. It was the one where it was,
They've
like...
all been bad to me.
It was the super artsy one
Oh, where it begins with like that, like
Cassie and Nate have that like fight.
And then Jules and Rue are like reenacting scenes from like Brokeback Mountain.
Yes,
like,
that one. Yeah. So it was like super like I'm not a huge fan of the show in general, but that episode especially, I was like,
that was a bad episode to start off on because so like we started
season 1 is so much better. I don't know what you guys think.
My perspective was like, well, Isabella's roommates like asked if I wanted to watch Euphoria, and I thought that meant we're watching the first episode of the first season. I get there, Eva's like, you know Eva. She's we're watching the newest episode. And I just sat there and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And I was like joking around with like Isabella's other roommate who has never seen the show. I was like, do you want to know? Guess what's happening? But then the next episode, I enjoyed it. We had a lot of fun with the episode after.
The next episode was like crazy.
Which one was the next?
That was when Rue was like running
Rue
the
was
whole time.
running. And then you get the
Maddie with her nails.
You dumb effing B. I'm going to F you up. I'm going to F you up. So that was fun.
That show was like, it's so depressing all the time.
I know. Wait, what did you think of the first? So you both finished the first season?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. What did you think? What are your thoughts?
I'm a big Maddie girl. I really like Maddie. I know you don't like Maddie, do you? Right?
I just think she's like obnoxious.
I love Maddie.
Honestly, Maddie's like one of my favorites right now.
Yeah, she's
just because everyone else is pissing me off.
I mean, yeah, like Maddie does get done dirty.
Yeah.
Cassie.
Oh,
I hate her. I literally hate her.
I don't like Cassie.
It's so interesting too, like watching episodes from season 2 and then going back to season 1. I feel like that's such a different perspective.
I described it as it's like coming into the middle of season 2, it's like you just moved into a new town and you're like, wow, like, and then you see all this stuff going on, but then someone's really nice enough to tell you everything like from that happened last year.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, it makes sense. And then because I think I watched most of season 1 and I watched the newest episode of season 2 and I'm like, oh my gosh, things make more sense now.
Yeah.
Especially like the Jules, Nate's dad, like all of that stuff, like that made a lot more sense when we were watching season 2. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if you feel this way, but like I feel like it's just the popular show right now. So like on TikTok and like everyone's talking about it. So honestly,
you want to be in on it.
Yeah, you want to be in on it. But then I felt like when we went into it, like I was like, I knew who all the characters were. I was like, oh yeah, like that's Cassie, that's Lexi, that's
actually
Rue.
I had
like,
no idea.
Really, I knew like every character.
I had no idea. I just knew Zendaya was in the show. That's all I knew.
Yes, of course.
But I started watching the special episode, the Ruse special episode.
I have to watch those still.
I like it so far.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting to me because as someone who like watched season 1 and really loved it and was really excited for season 2, I'm highly disappointed by season 2. Like I think it just feels like a different show. Like
it does.
It
I get that vibe. Yeah.
And I just like I'm just bored like every week when I watch it. Like stuff will happen and I'm interested for a second. Like have you watched like the one from this past week?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like literally I think the only time that I was interested was with like the Lexi and Fez stuff. And like that was
so
for like 2
cute.
minutes.
And they watched Stand By Me.
Yeah, they watched Stand By Me.
Isabella and I looked at each other. We're like, oh my god, Stand By Me, because we all just watched Stand By Me for our capstone class.
We were like, oh my god.
Yeah, it was funny because I was watching it with Arnie, and he was like, oh my god, you just watched that movie.
I know. We were like, crazy connection. Oh my god.
I was like, oh wow, really feeling like Lexi right now in this moment.
I know.
But,
but honestly, like after seeing season 1, like I get how like the show feels like different, and I liked how even though Skins did it first, but like how they did like the
every
different episode. Yeah, each character, each episode, like they focused on.
Yeah, I love that format. Yeah,
I did like that though.
And I love Skins.
And okay, like I mean, this isn't really a spoiler, but like how Rue sings at the end of Skins, just like how in the end of Skins when Tony sings, I was like, they did not just like totally copy that.
Yeah.
It's fine, I guess.
Know.
I just love Skins. So.
Also, but yeah, I do miss that format of like every episode.
Me
because
too.
Especially some characters haven't even gotten their own episode yet.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah.
When we were watching, I had no idea. What's her face? Judd Apatow's daughter. What's her character?
Lexi.
Lexi. I had no idea Lexi was like a reoccurring character when I watched the first few episodes.
She like barely had any storyline in the first season.
No,
like,
she's not really in it that much.
Well, even in season 2, like the first few episodes I watched, I had no idea who she was. I was like, who is this person? And then I always knew who Kat was just because
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too.
Yes.
That's really pissing me off is that like she was such a big part of season 1, and she has no.
And I actually really liked her in season 1.
Yeah, me
She's one of my
too.
favorites.
Me too.
And like, she has no storyline, and the stuff that they pull with her character in the last episode, I was so mad.
The
Ethan.
scene with Ethan, right, in the restaurant.
I love
was
Ethan.
So pissed.
I know Ethan deserves so much more.
And I saw this discourse online that's like, oh, so you're gonna take the one representation of a healthy relationship on the show and like do this BS, because like there are all those rumors that like she got in a fight with the guy who created the show.
Ugh, yeah.
So he like, you know, took her lines away or whatever. And I don't know if this is true at all, and I heard it was about that scene that she was kind of like, I don't want to do this scene because it's so stupid.
Oh, really?
That's what I saw it online for like a brief second, so I don't even know if it's true. I wouldn't blame her though, because it was stupid. Like,
yeah,
I was watching it and I was getting so angry. It's just such a character turn for no reason, and like, it just does nothing to benefit anything in the plot. I don't know.
They're kind of ruining like everyone's characters this season, I feel like.
Yeah. Anyway, I know that was a long discussion on Euphoria.
Yeah,
But I still love all the TikTok sounds.
It's kind of like
the show.
it's taking over the zeitgeist right now, though.
Oh, it
so
really
we have to
is.
talk about it.
We have to
Yeah,
be,
the audios are funny though.
Yeah, I like
the
the one
audios are
where it's like,
hilarious.
and if he tells you anything, he's a effing liar. F you. And then like it's like people like will punch stuff. Like it's usually like they're
the stuffed animals.
Oh,
stuffed
yeah,
animals,
yeah.
or like they show their dog, and then like there's the cut to like to look like they're punching their dog.
I like the one where it's like, I am so confused right now. You're confused. I'm effing confused.
Yeah.
Or like the you know what? I don't really give a F.
Yeah, I gathered that.
Yeah, I gathered that.
God, Nate grinds my gears.
Oh my God,
I can't with that
disgusting.
man. I know. Anyways, that's the Euphoria discourse.
What else have y'all been watching?
Demon Slayer season 2. I know y'all don't watch it, but it's ended. I haven't seen the season finale yet, but that was intense. Animation off the charts. And then Attack on Titan last season part 2 has been coming out, and that's been freaking crazy. The last episode of the whole like the series finale is like the Sunday when we come back from spring break, or like the day before we get back from spring break. So me and my roommate were like, let's have a little party. That'd be fun.
Cute.
But we're nervous because we think some bad stuff's gonna happen. It's kind of like, I always describe Attack on Titan as like kind of like Game of Thrones vibes of like, just like, yeah, a lot of people die, so I'm just nervous.
Yeah, like who are they gonna kill?
Who a lot of people are gonna freaking
The
die.
last moments.
I said frickin'.
So stressful.
That is stressful.
Who's knocking?
I
It
was
sounded like someone. It's probably like outside. Hello.
No, scary.
Also, if you want to call in, the number is tell us what you've been watching. The number is 714-516-6187.
Ooh, we just want to hang out. We just want to vibe.
I just want a silly goofy.
Oh,
vibe.
you know what I watched today?
Ooh, what'd you watch?
I watched the new Pam and Tommy episode.
I have not seen.
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen the last two.
Okay.
Y'all.
I started
know
watching the last two.
It's very controversial.
Ooh.
No.
Well, not the episode, like the show itself.
I know, but I love it. I literally love
I just
it.
can't stop. I just want to know.
I just want to know too.
It's a weird. I'm sure y'all know the discourse with Pam and Tommy, where it's like, it's about the Pamela Anderson, Tommy Lee sex tape, and they like didn't. Like, Pamela Anderson was very outspoken about not wanting this show to happen because she's like, it was a very traumatic time in my life. Like, I don't want that to be broadcast, which of course I understand. It's also weird. Like, I want to look into the legality behind it, because it's like, can't she sue, or like,
I was thinking the same thing.
I heard some things that were saying she can't, but I don't understand why not, because it is her, like, it's like life rights,
like,
right?
it's
Or,
literally
like,
her life.
yeah, so I don't know. I mean, clearly, like, they did a lot of research and, like, whatever.
Yeah.
And then there's also the interesting discourse where I do think it's not, like, in a slanderous way. Like, they're not, like...
That's what I was going to say.
Attacking her. But, of course, like, you don't want to see her trauma on screen.
Yeah.
So it's a really weird,
But
like,
I feel like it's
case
kind of
study,
like
I feel like.
they're really like
They're really sympathetic towards them,
towards
though.
her.
I do
They
think.
are.
Yeah, especially
her. Yeah.
Jinkies.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Which is not an excuse, but it also is just interesting to think about, because I think also just a lot of times, like, in this day and age, you know, people will hear one thing about something and just go on a rampage of like, well, cancel it. Like,
yes.
You know, cancel culture and stuff. And I think you really just have to actually like look into it yourself and figure it out. And I'm still kind of in that weird like place where I haven't really made up my opinion. Do I keep watching it? Yes.
And if you don't know, Pam and Tommy's a Hulu original show.
Yeah.
So if you want to watch it,
I will say it's really good.
I've enjoyed
it's really
it.
Entertaining.
I don't know.
It's one of those things like we decided to watch it on a whim. It's like it's one of the things I didn't really want to watch it, but then like Isabel and Hunter really wanted to watch it. I'm like, because we were supposed to watch the proposal. I'm like, y'all can't bring up the proposal, and then we're not watching the proposal.
Yeah, we kind of bulldozed you on that.
Yeah, and I'm like, and then we're like, let's watch one episode. But then we watched like all 4 episodes or 3 episodes that were out, and we got really hooked.
It was so good.
As soon as, because I love both of the because it's Sebastian Stan and Lily James play
amazing
Pam and Tommy, and I love both of them. And it's literally like I think a year ago the pictures of them dropped.
Insane.
And as soon as those pictures dropped, I've been waiting for this show to come out.
I never heard of this show until literally that day.
I've been like,
I've
known about it for so long. Yeah,
same. Because I remember when the photos of her came out.
It was crazy. Yeah,
and I was like, "There's no way that's Lily James."
The transformation,
it's
is insane.
Give or take. I mean, I just now subscribe to the Hollywood Reporter like email notifications, so now I know, like when new stuff comes out, I'll know.
Yeah,
but I just watched the beginning of. Well, I took a pause because I was trying to binge watch, like, get caught up with Demon Slayer and Euphoria. So I watched the beginning of Pam and Tommy, and I got to the part where Sebastian Stan's like, gotta help the peanut. Like, when he's talking about, like...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because she, like... Well, I mean, okay, this is, like, real life, but I still won't spoil it. But
it has all happened already, but
yeah, exactly.
It also, I had never even heard of this before. Like, I didn't know that this was even a thing. Like... for me, it's interesting to learn about it, and it just is blowing my mind that this really happened and like the way that it happened.
Yeah,
I do think they're very like they make Pam like the protagonist.
Yes,
and like so I don't know. I do feel kind of icky about it though.
I know it's hard.
Yeah,
it's.
I don't know. If anyone has any comments, I would be very interested.
Would love to discuss it. It's a very interesting thing to talk about because, I feel the same way. It's like, I'm like not going to stop watching, sorry, but like.
Yeah, I'm not going to stop watching either, even though like I'm like the one that was like not really interested in it, but I haven't watched the newest 2 episodes.
I will say they really did reel you in with those first episodes.
Yeah.
We were just sitting there like jaws dropped.
And also because that second episode is so...
Oh my!
Wild.
Was that the one where like,
that's when they first meet? And I literally could not keep my eyes off the screen. I was like, "This is incredible."
There's also
like
that weird part with
that
weird part.
Yeah, I love it though. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Imagine being credited as the voice of that.
I think they said who it was. Oh, it's you guys watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
I've seen parts of it.
What's his name in Brooklyn Nine-Nine? He's the guy who's like with Rosa for a little bit. Or he's also in The Good Place.
I seen The Good Place.
The guy who was like with Janet, like the screaming guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's him.
Oh my gosh! I'm just like, okay, I'm not gonna say what it is, but like, let's just say there's a scene where someone's nude and something's talking that shouldn't really be talking.
I mean, yeah.
I feel like people have heard about that too. Like, that was like the big.
Well, okay. Well, I was off social media for a while, so I don't know
that people were like talking about that, like when it came out.
That's see, I'm literally in the dark a lot. I haven't re-downloaded Tinder. Twitter.
Whoa.
Twitter. I've never been on Tinder.
I love Twitter. I mean, Twitter's kind of like ridiculous.
They're gonna say I love Tinder. I was like,
I've literally never downloaded that app in my life.
Me neither.
Yeah, Tinder.
Scary.
Scary
place. Twitter though can also be a scary place, but it's also really
Twitter
funny.
Can be frightening.
But it also has some of the funniest things I've ever seen. So,
okay, what else?
I will say
we have 7 minutes till the 10 to
I
the
feel
top.
like I'll keep this brief, but there's so many things have been announced recently.
Oh my
and there's
God,
so many good things that are coming that I'm very excited
about.
Can
I tell you, my Joker is the new Bong Joon-ho movie starring Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
I will throw riots.
What did I say?
That.
Oh my thing I'm most excited for is Conversations with Friends.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about that. Yes, I was so
May.
excited. The trailer just came out.
Conversations
with Friends.
I'm so in the dark about a lot of
You haven't seen the
things.
trailer?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god, yeah, it's coming out in May,
It's
right?
So, yeah, May.
I think I said like
So
just in time
good.
for my birthday and graduation.
Yes.
Yeah. If you don't know, Conversations with Friends is another Sally Rooney novel, same woman who wrote Normal People. Is it also going to be on Hulu, I'm assuming?
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Starring Mr.
Joe
Alwyn.
Mr. Taylor Swift.
Mr. Taylor Swift, who you should all know.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of this show, you should know who that is.
You should know.
Also,
who
did
Mr.
you hear
Taylor
the
Swift-
rumors that they're engaged?
Yes.
They haven't confirmed it yet.
I've heard rumors at this point that they've are married at this point.
Yeah, I feel like they've been married for years.
I think so too.
Anyway,
I'm sure they are.
starring Mr. Taylor Swift, Mr. Joe Alwyn, Jemima Jo Kirk,
Yes.
which also love her from Girls, also Sex Education.
And Sex Education, yes.
And then the girl who's playing the main girl is new, right?
Yeah.
And then
Who went to
what's
the same acting school as Paul Mescal, who played
Yes.
Connell in Normal People.
And then what's
I would
the
die for
name?
Connell.
The other girl's name Sasha.
Sasha Lane, right? Or
Yeah,
Sasha-
yeah.
Sasha- yeah.
So great cast, great book. I'm excited.
Very excited.
Same. Very excited.
Oh,
I into
It's gonna be good.
I actually read Conversations with Friends before Normal People.
Oh
yeah. I read it when my study abroad roommate in Paris read Conversations with Friends, and when we all had to flee the freaking country, she was saying oh, I can't bring all the books I got, but Angelique, if you can take one book, please take Conversations with Friends. I really liked it.
Oh.
And I'm like, I guess I'll take it.
Oh my god, I didn't know that's how you got it.
Yeah, that's how I got it. She bought it at she bought it in the discount bin in the Shakespeare.
Stop it.
Shakespeare.
Wait, no way.
Yeah, she got it at the discount bin.
Oh,
There, and
that's
she
so
was
cute.
and
so I'm 1 degree away from Before Sunset because that's where
oh yeah,
meet again.
that's where.
Wait, actually?
in the movie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
Stop.
But yeah,
'Cause
so
I've
yeah,
touched that book.
yeah, and that book was in Paris, so
Oh my god. 6 degrees of separation. Everything's connected to something.
So true. Y'all seen that movie? We watched that in class yesterday. Will
I
Smith?
have to watch it.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Will Smith.
Will Smith?
And that's on that.
Did you watch it as well?
No.
Oh,
I haven't
yeah.
done that yet.
That
I liked it.
I liked it too. It was.
I
fun.
thought it was funny.
It was I think they talk about the Cats movie a lot, and I was
Oh my God,
glad
really?
my review was
Do you know
glad.
what it's about at all?
No.
It's
I didn't even know that it existed until.
It's based on a true story, I think, right?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It was based on a true story and then it was a play and then they made it into a movie.
Interesting.
Yeah, but they
never
talk
heard
about
of
the
it.
Cats movie, and it was I think they talk about Cindy Poitier.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Exactly,
Yeah.
it was Film
Ghost Dad.
Stud's
Ghost
inside
Dad.
joke hour.
Yeah. it
Wait, I
really
love
was.
that.
It was
I
really
wish I
funny.
was
We all
there.
looked at each other and we were dying.
Yeah.
That's so
Um,
funny.
Yeah,
And-
Max turned to me, he was like, Ghost Dad?
And then they talked about the Cats movie a lot, and I was glad to know the Cats movie has been causing chaos since the 90s, because the whole
real.
they talk about how my dad is directing new Cats movies, and they're like, can they make a movie of cats?
Yeah, it was
Can
a
they
whole
do
discourse.
It was they're talking
Ooh.
about it and they're arguing about it in the movie, and I was like, oh my gosh.
So it's like a comedy, like full on.
It's like a
comedy?
dramedy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then someone gets described as being with a bad salad with bad dressing.
Yeah, it's like sleeping with you was like eating a salad with bad dressing. That was the
Interesting.
best scene.
Okay, go off.
I think Nolan said that, quoted it saying, Mom said sleeping with you was like sleeping with a salad made of bad dressing. And
It's so funny.
shout out to Nolan.
Yes.
That's
Shout out to
funny.
the film studs.
We love you, Phil.
Yeah, shout out to the film studs. Y'all
Heck
rock.
yeah.
Most of the film stuff.
Oh.
Okay,
on air.
anyways.
Anyway, we have 2 minutes left.
we have 2
Okay,
minutes
final
left.
remarks.
Final remarks. Excited for what's to come. We can. Okay.
I don't know
think
why that made me laugh.
Oscars are coming soon.
Oh my god, they are. Oh.
I'm getting booed off the mic.
No, keep talking.
I'm just thinking of what's coming up. I think
Oscars are coming up.
Yeah.
next week we could talk about our Oscar
Y'all,
Sure.
Predictions,
I have
what we saw,
not-
what we think is gonna win.
I
All the
have no
Oscar movies were
idea.
bad. So
All the what?
most of the Oscar movies were bad.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of them except
I
like
don't
West
think
Side
I've seen
Story.
any of them.
What's wrong?
Whoa, you like cut out in my headphones for a
Oh,
second.
I'm sorry.
I heard you in
Radio
mine.
said stop talking.
That's true. I forgot about the Oscars.
Remember who's controlling the
Oh,
mic place?
my.
I can, do a little turn off.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Well,
Anyway, we are at 1 minute left. Yeah, we could do Oscar vibes next
yeah,
week.
I'm down. I probably haven't seen any of
maybe
them,
not. Maybe.
but we'll see.
Let's
We
see if
could
I
do a
watch
fun,
any.
like random. You know what we should do? We should do like an Oscars bingo thing, and
Yeah.
watch the Oscars together.
Yes, I
That
would
would be
love that.
fun. When are the Oscars?
Oh, they're March 27th because that's my sister's birthday.
Oh,
So
that's the
how I
same- that's the
Is
remember.
that the
Same-
same day as Demon Slayer?
Yes,
Or
no,
Attack
Attack on Titan. Same day as Attack on
Oh my
Titan.
God.
So I guess
So many good things coming.
I guess it's gonna be a
Jeez.
combo Oscar party and then the last episode of Attack on Titan. Even if you haven't seen it, you're gonna watch the last episode of Attack on Titan.
I'm down.
Fair.
Anyway, we have 30 seconds left. Follow us on
All right.
Instagram. We'll be
Yes,
on
Fim
the
Stud
air.
Gorls.
Fim Stud Gorls. Gorls with an O instead of an I.
Yes.
Anyway, you can also, we'll be back every Friday at 6 p.m.
Yes.
We love you.
Catch us on ChapmanRadio.com.
Chapman.com. Radio.
I'm gonna post our Spotify stuff.
Oh
again.
gosh, yeah.
Yes, check us out on Spotify.
On Spoofy, yeah.
Super exciting.
We're on Spoofy.
We're on Spoofy. But we love you. Be good.
Have a good week,
Mwah.
everyone. Thanks for listening.
See you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye. Cut the cameras.